Dragons roar from the sky, victory's anthem reaching higher. Oh, welcome to Fantastic League of Wrestling, where every clash is myth and dream. Champions rise and some will fall, but every warrior gives their all. Flow, 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 flow.
Now, he's not a cameraman.
Wrestling fans around the world, welcome to Fantastic League of Wrestling presents Two Rollercoasters Are Better Than One. The loud bald man himself, P-Pod, my partner, Mark Roberts, on the call today, and we're already getting started with Anthony Lee stealing a camera.
An honor to be here with you tonight, Mr. Pod. I don't know what this, I don't really know what this is about. This is theft.
This is clearly theft, and wrestling and legality of rules inside the wrestling sphere is always kind of blurred, but we are here tonight at the wonderful Indiana Beach Amusement Park in Monticello, Indiana, as Anthony Lee trying to take down and trying to cause a stir right off the bat here in Flow.
Is that the cameraman trying to get his camera back?
I think so. But he needs to be more important to against his opponent, the Ronin, Jace Osei, making his debut here at Flow. He's been hyping up his debut here at Two Rollercoasters Are Better Than One for months now. Coming by way of the UK, now residing in Texas, this man is a multiple-time martial artist in BJJ, kickboxing, MMA fighter, and now he is here. The Ronin Way is here at Flow.
These are two big dudes, Peapod.
Big dudes. I love big dude wrestling, and the biggest of dudes are here at Fantastic League of Wrestling.
And I agree with you, Peapod, that Anthony Lee needs to worry much more about his opponent than any of... Then he needs to worry about any of these other hijinks here. This is going to be quite a contest. Two very evenly matched-looking individuals.
I mean, I would say evenly matched in size and looks. but I have to give it to Jace with the power and the style and the mixed martial arts style, that hybrid style of MMA, of kickboxing, of BJJ, of pro wrestling. But the hardest hitting person on the Flow roster has to go to Anthony Lee, hot off of a loss, unfortunately, to ADN when we were just at Saturday Morning Grapple Masters with Special Children's Charities.
Yes, the loss caused Anthony Lee some 16 years of pro. You're going to see lots of heavy strikes, and if he has anything to say about it, some suplexes as well.
But Jace Osei with a mix of many styles of fighting, and the Ronin way is here, and I'm very excited for this matchup. Kicking things off here, and a return here to Indiana Beach, and he almost took out Lee with that roundhouse kick.
We see Lee's got some reflexes there, was able to duck that kick, but already an early psychological advantage here for Osei.
I mean, this is going to be a very fun matchup, and we have such the cast of characters here tonight at Indiana Beach. But Lee going for huge rights of hand, but a kick there, and now more of that martial arts background on display there with a series of strikes, and now a rolling senton in the middle of the ring. Pin attempt one. Oh, already. Well, here we go. Oh, trying to go already for a pin attempt. Couldn't get the shoulders down to the mat as quickly.
Anthony Lee knows that he doesn't want to stay on his back for very long in this situation. Didn't get quite all of that senton, did Osei. But yeah, we got a packed house here tonight.
It's a packed house here at Indiana Beach Amusement Park. Monticello, Indiana always shows up and shows out. But Osei, for a man his size, just jumping off, and here we go, going for a kick there, but it looks like Lee caught the leg and slammed Osei down. It looks like he's already kind of almost maybe have injured the groin, maybe the thigh area, the quad area of Osei, which already would take Osei out of this for how much Osei depends on those striking abilities of his limbs. But it looks like he's shaking it off and going right up close and personal here to the Indiana Beach crowd.
Anthony Lee is a veteran. He's spotted a weakness here, and I think we can expect that he's going to follow it.
I mean, Osei, getting slammed there on the side of the ring. And smart by Lee to start working on that leg by the steel corner. And the referee Lucky saying, don't do it. And already causing damage left and right. And sliding back inside of the ring. He does not want to get disqualified by being outside of the ring for more than a 10 count.
All tied up in those ropes now.
Ooh! And still working on the leg, that knee area. Osei cannot get up. Could end it very quickly. And Osei's not wearing any shoes, if you might notice. But look at this. This is that MMA BJJ style as Osei is trying to actually shimmy out of it. As Osei now on one leg. Oh, I was about to say he was on one leg trying to fight back, but Lee saw that target and continued.
Osei obviously has a lot of leg strength, a lot of lower body strength.
Ooh.
Anthony Lee here taking an opportunity to neutralize that advantage of his opponent.
I mean, a win over somebody as experienced as Osei could spell big victories here at Flow. We just crowned our Supernova champion at the Rapid Fire Tommy Gun, who we'll see later on tonight. So one of these men, I'm sure, is looking ahead at the pathway. Yes, at the pathway to that title. Pin attempt here by Osei. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Osei is shocked.
It took a minute for Osei to shoot that half and to try to get Anthony Lee over because Osei's been rocked.
It really has been. But Osei continues to try to recover from all the damage to his leg. As you can see, he's limping out there. And Lee, once again, like a blood in the water, like a shark, goes after the leg. that veteran mindset of Lee in display right now.
Clip that leg right out from under him, and now he's just going to try to wear the big man down. Anthony Lee looking to fight this one on his own terms to bring this match into the pace that he would rather be.
But Osei fighting out of it. Again, it's that constant, like, mixed martial arts style, the BJJ style, the kickboxing style. All of those are coming inside of the ring here tonight, as Osei now an elbow into the corner, and I think this might be the opportunity Osei could get if he can get some blood rushing into that leg. Another splash into the corner, and Anthony Lee now is feeling rocked now.
Just gotta believe it.
Oh, got him right in the temple. But that's not enough to recover. Maybe, here we go, pin it down, 1, 2. And only a 2 count from referee Lucky as Osei wants to try to put it away here.
Osei still got a lot of fight left in him, but he didn't have the power that he wanted, even on those pounces in the corner. He's lacking a base right now because of the work that Anthony Lee has done on that left leg.
Oh, here we go, a shin breaker there by Lee. Once again, going after the injured leg. And at this rate, I don't know how much Osei has in him to continue if Lee continues to work on that bad and injured leg he did from the beginning minutes of this contest.
Look at this.
Look at it.
Anthony Lee putting him in an Indian deathlock.
Oh, that's a classic move there. You don't see that nowadays. With that veteran mindset of Lee. And Osei now breaking up the count. If someone is in a submission hold, they grab the ropes. They have until 5, or they can risk a disqualification. The person putting the submission hold has to break it. And Lee now fighting with the referee. He should be fighting with Osei. Going to the corner.
Oh, big cannonball.
That's a cannonball senton if I ever saw one. Let's see. We know that Lee can go up to the top rope, and that's a lot of man going all the way up, almost to the structure here at Indiana Beach.
That is a big man in the rafters. Where's he going to go, Peabody?
Oh, moonsault! Got all of it! 1, 2!
Right on the left leg, too! I can't believe Osei got out of that. Is that a last gasp from Osei?
Oh, Osei is feeling it. He needs to try to put this away. Anthony Lee. Let's see it. Oh, looks like Gotch-style pile driver there, gets out of it.
Big bag body.
Oh, here we go. At Journey's End. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
That's incredible. Osei had to actually be able to balance himself off of that hurt leg.
Chase Osei had dealt with so much pain throughout this contest from Anthony Lee, almost trying to take the leg out of Osei, but again, the Ronin way continues and starts here at Indiana Beach when we kick off Fantastic League of Wrestling with 2 roller coasters are better than 1. Osei will now continue, and let's see where the Ronin way will lead him on future Flow events. A heck of a card, a heck of a night ahead of us here at Indiana Beach. We appreciate you following along. #Flow. Let us know where you are watching. We thank you for joining us here at Fantastic League of Wrestling. More great wrestling moments away as Chase Osei kicking things off here.
Packed house, and these kids love what they're seeing. You gotta love it. Infectious attitude here tonight.
I love it. Children getting their first taste, maybe their first taste of pro wrestling, and it's us here at Flow. You gotta love it. Scott Jones hyping up the crowd here.
That's awesome.
The cast of characters here at Fantastic League of Wrestling comes in spades, and we got a few of them right here, right now, as Tony B will give you the introductions. Gimmicks Inc., Kilmore in the Mask, Jean-Paul Les Miserables, the Mastermind, and of course Savio Leone, the lion-based luchador here, kicking things off here with Gimmicks Inc. Again, this is debuts for all three of these gentlemen.
They fit right in here at Flow. Former War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, so these guys all have a history together. They are used to traveling together as a unit.
It feels like a weird dream, but their opponents coming out. No strangers here to Flows, to some of them, as they're about to come out. So the Nocturnals, of course, Stella Buho and El Noctumbulo with the Greek god Elijah Eros coming in. Obviously, the Nocturnals, no strangers to Fantastic League of Wrestling. They challenged TFG for the tag titles a couple months ago for Quest of the Dragon Belts in Indiana. And also, Stella Buho getting the winning pinfall against the Diamond Core just a week ago during our special children's charities at Saturday morning Grapple Masters. The bell is rung. We're kicking things off with trios action here. Trios meeting 6 people fighting against each other.
So we are starting with Arrows for his team and Savio Leone for his team.
Leone, very interesting to see him here in Flow, and of course, Arrows.
He thinks he's a lion, but he wants pets.
I guess. I mean, who doesn't want pets?
He
Let's
needs
be honest.
scratched behind the ears sometimes.
I could go for something like that, honestly. And Arrows is also known as the Answer. Can be seen in a lot of great places, a lot of great wrestling in the southern areas like Ohio Valley Wrestling. But let's see what Leone has in mind. Oh, he's trying to bite the fingers. Referee Josh Patterson trying to break things up, and the Mastermind has tagged himself in with a reverse atomic drop, and now Kilmore getting a tag in. Everybody's favorite neighbor with a reverse atomic drop there, going from the front to the back, and quick tags here from Gimmicks Inc. Very smart.
They are used to traveling the roads as a unit. And now that, you see, sometimes a cat, you just never know when it's going to bite.
Right in the tuchus. As Leone now in control, but the Answer, Elijah Arrows, trying to fight back from... Wow, great back and forth here, and a drop kick from the Answer. And a pose that will make Atlas jealous.
Catches Leone, and whoa, what is this? Now, come on.
Back in the Greek god days, they could be fighting in the Pantheon with animals and beasts. So it just seems like Arrows fits right in. Is he going to try to skin the cat, so to speak?
Leone getting out of here. Seems like the logical thing when a man has a weapon in the ring.
It's usually the bad guy that has it. Oh!
Well, Jean-Paul brought a weapon of his own.
I guess an arrow to the arrow to the knee, to the back, to the hip. They're trying to get it out of Arrows. Oh!
You see, miming is a strategy that throws everyone off their game here.
Well, you can fight. Everybody can fight a wrestler, but can you fight a mime? And I guess he's out of Arrows here. Oh, and getting Arrows out of the ring as Noctumbulo comes inside of the ring. Now, as you might notice, that in this match, there's not formal tags in like a normal tag team match. We go by lucha rules here that members of their sides of the team can come in and out as they please without a formal tag. But Noctumbulo, now the Night Owl Spirit, hits an uppercut there and takes the mime out, and Stella Buho tags in.
On her way in, some funambulism, walking that rope.
Oh, takes down the Mastermind. And if you talk about someone that is full of flow energy, it is Stella Buho, going for a head scissor takedown on Leone. Here we go. The hour gonna fly, crossbody pin attempt. Here we go. 1,
beautiful, takes
2,
him down.
Only a 2 count from Patterson. As now Kilmore is trying to get inside of the ring, and a shoulder tackle, and you cannot see Kilmore pumping himself up, and round he goes.
Look at that, an airplane spin. When's the last time you saw one of those, Peapod?
Can't say I have, but with today's airlines, who knows if we've seen an airplane spin or 3. And taking Stella Buho off her game there is Kilmore. And the glove is off.
Oh! Kilmore down to one glove. What do you think that means?
Everybody's favorite neighbor gonna go and a massive fist drop there. 1, 2. I feel like I've seen that before, but I can't put my finger on it. It's just, I can't see it. As Leon now continues.
Always wondered who would win between a cat and an owl, and here Flo is
1, 2.
here to answer those big questions.
Well, the animal food chain is all out of whack here at Flo, and rightfully so. As now Leon trying to go for a, let's see, trying to go for something here, sizing Stella Buho, you're guarding Owl out.
And Stella makes the tag.
And Eros is in, taking down Jean-Paul, who's having a miserable time here right now against someone like the answer, Eros. But Kilmore is officially in. And a roaring thunder shot that will make Zeus himself jealous there. But Kilmore,
quick as a cat, is Leon.
Leon,
Noctambulo from the back.
And I think the claws are out. Here we go. Going up for a splash there.
Oh.
Got all of it. I think this might be it. 1, 2, 3.
You see Noctambulo and Stella Buho doing excellent work together there to get the pin on Leon, because 2 owls are better than 1.
2 roller coasters are better than 1, and birds of a feather flock together as the Nocturnals and Elijah Eros get the win here at Indiana Beach Amusement Park here in Monticello, Indiana, for Fantastic League of Wrestling. We continue here. 2 roller coasters are better than 1. Later on tonight, our main event, a masterful Atomicos match led by Lightning Mike Quackenbush, taking on the Fatal 4, plus the Supernova Championship will be on the line as Tommy Gunn will defend against the King of Indiana Beach, Chip Walker, and the Double Dragon Belts will be on the line as TFG takes on Alienated Youth. So much more here at Flow.
Did it give him that? I couldn't hear myself.
It was right in this venue about a year ago that a gang formed together. A dirty gang, a nasty gang, involving this and many others. Dylan Derringer representing the Dirty Nasty Gang, with our tag team champions are literally about 6 feet away from me, if that. TFG. It was right here.
These guys?
These guys behind me.
Oh, those guys.
Yes. TFG, Don Tone, Jay Leo, our Double Dragon tag team champions. They formed a faction here at Indiana Beach, a Clash at the Beach 2.
Oh, they're pulling out chairs now. They're just sitting next to you, Peapod.
Of course, now I got to be on my best behavior, but Dragon Jones making a return here to Flow. Dragon Jones returning to Fantastic League of Wrestling. We last saw him a couple of months ago at Quest of the Dragon Belts, where he took on Dylan Derringer, and there was a miscommunication between TFG and Derringer involving a chair, some distractions. The bell's rung, and it caused a win for Dragon Jones, making his debut in Flow. So now we're running this back. It's a rematch of sorts because we've learned that maybe Derringer needs to showcase that he can do it by himself. He doesn't need TFG. He doesn't need the gang. He can showcase and handle people like Jones on his own.
Well, TFG aren't at ringside. They're sitting up here on the stage. They're on the other side of the curtain. They're on the other side of the barricade. Derringer, if he has something to prove, he's set up into a spot where he might be able to prove it. Once again, taking on Dragon Jones, who is, the greatest masked luchador out of Holland, Michigan.
That's very true, and Holland, Michigan is filled with masked luchadors for sure. And a nice satellite tilt-a-whirl head scissors there by Jones, taking Derringer off his game. But Derringer knows how to take on many likes of people inside of the ring. It's trained TFG, trained many others. So this is definitely a showcase to know that the teacher knows what he's doing, with a pin attempt there by Dragon Jones and only a 1 count. Jones making an impactful debut earlier this year. Definitely wants to show up and show out at this packed house at Indiana Beach Amusement Park. But Derringer catching Jones and just dumping him right on his head.
And stomping on him, too. Might not have been pretty, but effective nonetheless, as Dragon Jones holding on to his neck there.
Yeah, I don't like how Derringer really, just dumped Jones. There was nothing pretty about it, and sometimes when a man is trying to twist and turn and trying to get you off your game, sometimes you just gotta drop a person right atop his head. Not ideal, mind you, but...
Well, it's a struggle in there, and Jones trying to get out of the grasp of Derringer. That's where they ended up now, fighting back to a vertical base, trying to get some space is Dragon Jones, but Derringer holds on.
And it's very smart. And once again, Derringer now has taught so many that comes in and out of the Michigan area for wrestling, probably a hotbed for professional wrestling across the Midwest. But Derringer wants to showcase what he's about. Pin attempt, here we go, 1, and only a 1 count.
Still forcing Dragon Jones to exert to be able to push out from underneath. Already reeling is Dragon Jones in the neck, in the lumbar region that Derringer has attacked. Now he's going to start working on the cardio.
And Jones is really fighting back here into the corner with all of those strikes. Referee Tango Jones doesn't know what's going on and trying to break up the count, but Derringer smartly grabbing one of those legs. Is it called a dragon screw? Is that a guy named Dragon Jones, or is it just a screw?
Hey, Dragon Jones, but I digress.
And going with a cloverleaf there, and now TFG very impressed of what's going on. Supporting their man, supporting the person that helped them get to the game. And Jones very smartly grabbing the ropes to break up the count. But Jones kind of crumpled there.
Yeah, TFG were very supportive there, cheering on the cloverleaf, and it takes a lot to get their approval for anything. They've never approved of anything I've ever done.
I mean, TFG are in it for themselves, for the good of the gang, but Dragon Jones now wants to prove that he can hang with the best of them.
Beautiful shotgun drop kick gives Jones a little bit of reprieve, a little bit of space.
And Jones now with a House of Fire splash there in the corner. And wow, Derringer moves it around, but trying to get Derringer off of his feet, and Jones does. Just throwing his whole weight into that rolling kick, and now working on the midsection here. Trying to go for a suplex, but maybe not enough, and Derringer very smartly holding on. And here we go. Oh, Jones now whiffs, but got him on the reflex kick into the midsection.
Just get it.
Jones has a real opportunity here.
I think Jones is really off of their game, and now a super kick there from Jones. It might have knocked him out. And only a 2 count from Tango.
Referee Tango Jones here at Flow for the first time, rocking that. Hey,
As TFG is shouting.
yeah, TFG's all over this. They're giving instructions from the stage here. They're a good 50 yards away at least.
I think Derringer did not realize that Dragon Jones has got up, and now this could spell the end of this match. If Jones can hit this,
Oh no!
this looks dangerous.
This is a very high-risk situation, fellas.
Might be going for a poison
Oh!
over there, but Derringer smartly dumps Jones on the top of the turnbuckle.
Yeah, Derringer got out the back door at the last moment, which is great because I thought we were about to see his last moment.
Here we go. Jones up the super kick. Knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. As TFG just ran out to support their man in the Dirty Nasty game, Dylan Derringer got his win back against Dragon Jones. And I guess it's victories already for the Dirty Nasty gang. We will see TFG later on tonight when they defend the double dragon belts against Alienated Youth. As the gang now want to cause some ruckus here. Well,
No,
Derringer-
Derringer doesn't want any part of it.
Derringer wanted to prove to himself that he did not need TFG. Very interesting. We'll have to follow up and see what's going on there with the Dirty Nasty gang as we continue here at Indiana Beach for 2 roller coasters are better than 1 here at Flow.
Just 1 minute.
Who wants to see some more tag team action?
Tony B laying it down here at Flow. You do not need to tag your partner officially for them to come in. We got some interesting more cast characters here at Flow. A return for Lizard Man and a debut for LDLC. LDLC making his debut here at Flow, and Lizard Man returning to action after being a part of that huge 4-way we had a couple months ago at Quest for the Dragon Belts. Really showed up and showed out. And I love that while this is the first time these two are teaming together, of DLC and Lizard Man, they coordinated.
Yeah, they're ready. They're ready to function as a unit tonight, and that's good because they've got quite a challenge on their hands, Peapod.
And Tony B looking like a superhero. But talking about superheroes, the hero of heroes, the man that your favorite superhero is a fan of, Vel Mystico. Kid Lat. the Just Us League of Vel Mystico and his kid sidekick, Kid Lat, which I'm pretty sure he can't be more than like 13 years old. I don't know.
So just us, but they're a
Just
league. So
us.
there's a group of the people who are just. It's like a caucus. It's like a superhero.
Yeah, like a faction, like a regime.
Yeah,
a faction, if you will. A conglomeration.
Yes, a superhero, a comic conglomeration.
Yes, Vel Mystico making his debut, but we know that Vel has been chomping at the bit to debut here at Fantastic League of Wrestling. And of course, again, when it comes to flow, it's almost like a comic book movie, a comic book, cartoons come to life. That's why you need to be here in person for Fantastic League of Wrestling. FlowWrestling.net is where you can learn more on when we're coming near you. Tag team action here at Indiana Beach. Peapod, Mark Roberts on the call.
We got a handshake there between LDLC and Kid Lat, and then it seemed they had trouble separating for some reason.
That's all right. DLC, the tallest person in this match, but it doesn't matter because justice comes in all shapes and sizes. Oh, and we got a thumb war here. Oh, and we got a kick out there for the thumb war. Going back and forth between DLC. Oh, another kick out here. Very interesting. Starting up here in a thumb war inside of a wrestling ring. It's like a hat on a hat. Oh, and clotheslines. And now we have kicked things started with Mystico.
Came to a stalemate. Just one pin attempt each in the thumb war.
I think we'll call it a kick out, so to speak. As Lizard Man going after Vel Mystico right in the opening moments of this contest. Again, the cast of characters we have at Flow has been immense and fantastic, so to speak. No pun intended. But Lizard Man, we know he can hang for the best of them, and with our budding tag team division here at Flow, with TFG at the top of the ladder, who knows? The next challengers for said belts could be either one of these teams this evening as Lizard Man continues working on that arm of Mystico.
Going up and tripping Vel. Lizard Man holding onto those feet.
Oh, and now we got him as a, I guess the cousin of the lizard, the crocodile, with a crocodile roll or a gator roll, so to speak. I don't know which one is the amphibian.
Small package.
I'm not a biologist. I'm just a wrestling commentator with a vegetable nickname and a 2 count there. But Vel Mystico, very impressed with the Lizard Man, and I know I was when I saw that match a couple of months ago against a who's who.
I'm impressed we're getting to see Vel Mystico. He's the kind of guy who's normally in the shadows. You know, he's kind of like Dylan Derringer. He's a trainer of the other superheroes that you're so familiar with. They sort of an éminence grise of the comic book world.
A what?
Google it.
I have to because I have no idea what you said, but I was impressed nonetheless as a very impressive drop kick from Vel there, and now a tag into the Boy Wonder to Kid Lat, which I'm really surprised he's here. It might be past his bedtime here. I know when I was growing up, I had a very stiff 8:30 p.m. bedtime growing up. So to see Kid Lat here at Flow is very impressive, and DLC with a tag in.
Well, it's a Saturday. It's summer.
It is. That's true. School is out for the summer. As DLC now trying to get a hold of Kid Lat. Nice shoulder tackle there by Lat with very impressive lats himself.
And another. Registers on both. Not sure who's getting the upper hand there. LDLC, 2 years a pro wrestler. He was the first graduate of the 01 USA training school.
Yes, our friends over at 01 USA doing some great work here. And a shoulder tackle there by the very young whippersnapper of Kid Lat. But DLC showing a very impressive shoulder tackle of his own, and trying to take DLC off his game.
DLC also started wrestling at a very, very young age and has been training for years now. So he started training when he was 11 years old in pro wrestling. Isn't that incredible?
When I was 11, I just wanted to be a Power Ranger. So for someone who is such a young age, starting at 11, knowing that he wants to be a professional wrestler is a beautiful thing, and we're glad that Flo can be the conduit of that, as DLC now trying to outpose Kid Lat. And Kid Lat, just the ambiance and the aura of Lat, just taking DLC off of his game, and now we have a pose off.
Well, Kid Lat's learned from the very best with Vel Mystico.
That's true. As Mystico's very impressed for his young sidekick, a tag in, and Mystico is coming back in. Here we go, going for a double suplex. Very nice. Gets all of it. Vel Mystico with a pin attempt. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The hero of heroes. Your favorite superhero. Vel Mystico, always impressive to showcase and fight for wrestling justice. But DLC pushing
Just
Vel
us.
off. It's just us, and it is for the justice of great wrestling.
Step up Inzi there.
And now now a tag to the Lizard Man. Let's see what these two have in mind, teaming together for the very first time, but the cohesion has been so smooth.
Giving a receipt on that double suplex.
Pin attempt. 1, 2. Only a 2 count from the Lizard Man. And now working on the head and the neck of Vel Mystico.
Crowd getting behind Vel Mystico. Kid Lat, his sidekick, his boy wonder there, getting the crowd in flow here behind Vel Mystico, getting himself back to a vertical base. Where's he going to take him?
Oh, hip toss there from Vel. Pin attempt. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The youthful partner of Vel Mystico, Kid Lat, watching, studying Vel as he goes for these shots to the chest of Lizard Man. Oh! Just crumpled the Lizard Man. It might have put him away. 1, 2. And LDLC just taps himself in to break things up.
Saving the match for his team, DLC. Also, DLC doesn't need to get that far from the corner. He's quite rangy there.
Yes, he is the tallest and probably the longest limbed individual in this match, as LDLC continues on Vel.
Sending Vel into the corner. Oh, I thought Vel might get out of it, but he did not.
Oh! Flip pile driver from Vel Mystico could start of the end. And the winners for Just Us League as they continue as Kid Lat now with a series of clotheslines.
DLC.
Oh!
DLC smart enough to get out of there.
And Lizard Man now eats an enziguri of his own. Clothesline in the corner. Kid Lat feeling it. Another one. Can we go for the trifecta here? Lizard Man smartly getting out of the way.
Kid didn't crash, though. He held on.
Kid Lat now gonna fly himself. Drop kick there. Folds him in half.
Beautiful drop kick.
And a
Making
tag.
the tag.
And a tag into Vel. That's legal. As Lizard Man took it upon himself to cause a distraction here, and Lizard Man wants to put this away.
That's what happens when you turn your back on your opponent.
And DLC now going to make a download and getting that extra content, which would score a W for his team. Cross body. Pin attempt. 1, 2. And only a 2 count from DLC.
Very impressive showing of running those ropes, making use of those rafters here in this beautiful building. some hot action here at Fantastic League of Wrestling.
And looks like Lizardman is gonna fly.
Oh, that took all of it.
Poor Lat. Vel got out of the way, but DLC now going to the top rope himself and a splash there in front.
I think Lat sacrificed himself. I think he pushed Vel Mystico out of the way.
Well, Vel Mystico is the legal man in this match, and it looks like DLC and Lizardman wants to put it away here if they can land it.
Oh!
Miscommunication. Let's see what Mystico has in mind. Wrenching the arm. Oh, beautiful running knee, and Mystico is about to fly with the greatest of ease. Superhero double kick, and Kid Lat now tagging himself in. Get it, my boy Wonder. Going for the top rope.
LDLC in the middle with nowhere to go, and Kid Lat's got it.
And a victory for the debut of the Just Us League. Vel Mystico Kid Lat will continue the winning ways, and they're going to go back to their headquarters with their head held high, but got to give it up to LDLC and Lizardman for being a first-time team. Had a very impressive matchup. Love to see both of these men and all of these heroes continue their ways as they quest for the double dragon belts here at Fantastic League of Wrestling. You are watching two roller coasters are better than one.
Hey, Zach, I got a better promise. Hey, if you can tell me you want to break, you can switch. I can do camera and you can switch. Yeah, that's fine. I can do it. You want to head back up? That's weird. Should have switched to the top one. There we go. Plug your mic back in.
A lumberjack match. We will have wrestlers on all across the outside of the ring, and they will be involved against the two members who are going to be fighting in this match coming out. We have Dylan Derringer, we have LDLC, looks like we got Princess Deathwish.
Some of these lumberjacks are in better shape than others.
I know. Chase Osei, the Nocturnals, Stella Buho,
Hey, it's the Himbro Connor Knox.
Dragon Jones. We have so many familiar faces that we just saw, and a lot of these men and women all just wrestled recently, but they are going to cause chaos in this match. Here we go. These two men have been at each other's throats for months now.
Tell me, Peapod, what exactly is the realm of King Mitchell? What makes him a king?
He's the king of wrestling, clearly.
The king of all of pro wrestling?
Of all of pro wrestling. King Mitchell Taylor, your highness, if you're fancy, has come into here to Fantastic League Wrestling, wants to make it more of his kingdom, but he has been dealing with Berto the last few months, and even just recently with his royal court of Princess Deathwish, who we are seeing as one of the lumberjacks here, and Tulk the Destroyer took on Berto and his friends, C-Red and Flash, in Chicago. And also, of course, at Quest of the Dragon Belts, King Mitchell tried to steal the SCW Strong Classic Wrestling from Mexico title belt that this man, Berto, had with Hippo and another Hippo.
Hippo squared!
What is the group of hippos called?
We've got, hey, here in Indiana Beach, 2 hippos are better than 1.
A group of hippos is called a bloat.
A bloat?
Yes, but I don't want to say that word because I feel that's insulting. But Berto and Hippo and
the purple one looks a little bloated.
okay, maybe we could call it a bloat. The point is, you talk about a man that encapsulates everything the Fantastic League of Wrestling is, that childlike wonder, that over the top feeling you see from wrestlers. Berto is that man.
I certainly like Berto's friends better than I like King Mitchell's friends. Out here with Tulk the Destroyer, we've been at this great amusement park all day at Indiana Beach, and I have seen Tulk the Destroyer eat about 6 turkey legs so far today.
I think that's just his pre-workout, honestly. But King Mitchell is here by himself and is ready for a royal beatdown, if he can say so. But it seems like Princess Deathwish helping his man out, helping your highness out. Berto is ready for a fight. The bell has rung.
Berto has a robe of his own there.
He's got I think he's Super Berto at this point, which Berto getting to this point, I don't know if you've ever seen Berto upset. It's not a pretty thing. So Berto becoming Super Berto is just escalating things.
Oh, Mitchell tried to grab it there, did not succeed.
Let's see what Mitchell has in mind.
So you're telling me Mitchell, didn't get it that time either. You're telling me Mitchell is the king of all of pro wrestling. We've seen a lot of lucha tonight. He's the king of lucha too?
He's king of all of wrestling.
All of it. Those
of it.
Those guys who wrestle in the dirt in Africa. All of it.
All of it. The soft ground?
Yes.
He is the king of all wrestling, but Berto's going to give him a royal headlock if I have never seen one. There we go. Pushing it in. Just wrenching it. Now, this is not an ordinary match. Obviously, we said before, there are wrestlers of all shapes and sizes on the outside of the ring, so therefore there is no count-outs in a lumberjack match. To beat your opponent, it has to go inside of the ring by pin or submission.
Nowhere for Mitchell to go face-to-face with Berto, who, all jokes aside, is a serious competitor here.
He really is. He's an international superstar. He has done it all and said it all, but he also has that childlike wonder to him. You know, Berto reminds me of your childhood imaginary friend that can do it all and see it all, like an action figure come to life that has all these powers and no weaknesses. Berto is that man. And now King Mitchell is getting concerned now because now he's on the outside and a lot of the lumberjacks might get involved. As Princess Deathwish,
the lumberjacks are supposed to get involved. They're supposed to keep him in the ring.
Well, certain lumberjacks have their own MOs, as you will, as we see Princess Deathwish in the black shirt helping his man. We'll see him in our main event tonight as part of the Fatal Four team.
Princess Deathwish makes me nervous.
Princess Deathwish should make you nervous, but more on him later, as now Berto has got King Mitchell right in the royalties, if you will.
The crown jewels of professional wrestling.
There you go, very nice. As Berto having so much fun, and Indiana Beach is his home ground, with Hippo in tow. I don't think we saw, we did see a Hippo, and I think the other Hippo's waiting for his way. But King Mitchell is done with all the jokes, trying to go for a royal beatdown that will make the King of Britain jealous.
Stomp in the hands of Berto. Really tired of Berto's antics here. Drives a knee right into the spine. And another. Berto wailing in pain now. And look at that. Just a grip wrenching the head, wrenching the neck. That's some old school pro wrestling.
As now Berto trying to get back to a vertical base, but King Mitchell, knowing where he is inside of the squared circle at all times, going to try to go for a splash here, but Berto with a boot there to take the King off of his game. Oh, an elbow shot there, ringing of the ears, as his crowd is fully behind Berto.
Berto gets out of the way. Looked like he was building up some steam. Baiting Mitchell in now.
Here we
Ducks.
go. Oh, atomic drop.
Big atomic drop. Berto's just having a good time.
And from the front to the back. That all hurts Berto off the ropes and a clothesline. Berto has been undefeated in flow action, and you can see why. Falling headbutt there. Trying to king him, trying to crown the king.
Now this match exists so that King Mitchell cannot do exactly what he's doing right now. He's not supposed to be able to run away. He's supposed to be put back into the ring by these lumberjacks.
And now all the lumberjacks are fighting. The girls are fighting. The guys are fighting. The men are fighting. As King Mitchell taking a breather. Referee Josh Patterson trying to do his best. Berto has Hippo.
The only ones who aren't fighting are King Mitchell, Princess Deathwish, and the Hippo. Look out above. There's Berto.
Berto with Hippo. Gonna break it all up.
Hippo took a dive.
Hippo takes out Deathwish. As more of the lumberjacks now breaking things down. But oh no. Berto has Hippo. Excuse me. Mitchell has Hippo. As now Berto now.
Mitchell has Hippo. No, that's terrible.
Oh, and Mitchell using the distraction here to clock Berto, and now throwing Berto into the corner. As all the lumberjacks are now fighting to the back. Oh! And it's completely broken down here.
Complete chaos here. Where's Mitchell going?
Oh, Mitchell has Tulk the Destroyer.
Tulk can bench press 225 pounds 35 times. He's the strongest man in flow, and he just turned Berto inside out.
Tulk the Destroyer. Part of the royal court. King Mitchell knew what he was doing when he made that distraction, referee Josh Patterson.
No, don't let it end like this. The Hippo covering her eyes on the outside.
The first loss of Berto in flow has just gone to Your Highness. King Mitchell Taylor, your winner, and has done the unthinkable. Pinned Birdo, the man that represents everything that Flo is. The king is here, and now could become the king of Flo. As now Tulk the Destroyer trying to end whatever Birdo can do here at Flo, and Josh Patterson trying to break things up. No! That hard head of Tulk to try to take out Birdo, and Birdo is out. And again, the vicious attack from Tulk and King Mitchell.
A crushing blow from the 11th wonder of the world, Tulk the Destroyer.
This is like ripping the heart out of an animal. This is taking the blood out of Flo. The royal court has just might have shelved Birdo. And look at it, they're reveling in it. I almost want to cry, Mark.
Can you imagine Tulk in a palace? In a royal court at all?
Well, the right hand of King Mitchell has done the deed, and now Josh Patterson calling for help here. As fans are deeply concerned here about Birdo and Hippo. Even Hippo is trying to help Birdo out.
Hippo on the outside providing moral support, as I don't think she can get into the ring, unfortunately.
As now we have more of Flo's constituents checking out on Birdo and making sure he's okay. He can leave on his own 2 feet. And rightfully so, Birdo is breathing for right now, but we will have to check the status on Birdo later. Keep your eyes and ears peeled to Flo social media for more. My notes are correct, Mark Roberts. It's time for those guys to return to Flo with the Double Dragon Tag titles.
Champions so cocky, they're coming out first.
Jay Leo, Don Tone, those effing guys, those freaking guys. TFG has been running roughshod here at Flo for quite some time, and that's why they are the top of the mountain of the tag team division here at Fantastic League of Wrestling.
Though we may not like their attitude, these guys can really deliver in the ring. They're tag team champions for a reason, Peapod.
They have defended those belts of the likes of the Bruisers, the Nocturnals, and Cyberstorm. They are the most dangerous tag team Fantastic League of Wrestling has, and the most dominant tag team. They are also heading to Japan, and they might be taking those tag titles with them for our partners overseas.
Unless Alienated Youth has anything to say about it.
Well, that's true. Touching down
It's okay. I'm gonna be honest with you.
from a galaxy far, far away, Alienated Youth.
That's Martian Webb, the taller with the longer hair. Riley Reinhardt, his tag team partner. These guys coming out of Skull and Bones in Toledo, Ohio.
Yes, absolutely. A fantastic school and a great affiliate of the Fantastic League of Wrestling. We appreciate them being a part here of Flow as Alienated Youth are touching down, and they are wrestling from out of this world. And now they have descended here in Monticello, Indiana for tag titles.
Get shot his belts. You're on. Good. Beautiful. Stay with the belt. Again.
These guys have a lot of heart.
Those freaking guys are here. They're the more dangerous every time we see them. As referee Tango Jones showcasing those beautiful double dragon belts.
I think Alienated Youth are just going to have to stick and move here. They're going to have to use their quickness. They're going to have to use their cardio. Riley Reinhardt starting out for his team, obviously the smallest competitor in this match.
But that means nothing in the world of Flow, Mark. We know that all too well. As it looks like Don Tone going to start for his team.
When they lock up,
A wrestler so cute that even John Stamos supports him.
Is that true?
That's true. John Stamos did actually tweet at Don Tone and saying his
fours up.
that is he's just so handsome, and being from a man like John Stamos is quite the rub. But a pin attempt, 1, 2.
I just didn't see that coming. Whatever happened to predictability?
The Paperboy, evening TV, all gone. But Alienated Youth are learning a thing or two by those who have helped train them, the likes of Trey Miguel and Sam Beal and Jason Hotch at the Skull and Bones, run by the wonderful CK3.
That's right. My buddy Crimson.
As now Alienated Youth are sticking it and moving, as you mentioned here. Here we go. Using Reinhardt as a weapon. Look how quick these two are. Young, cocky, confident, and wrestling out of this world. 1, 2. And only a 2 count as Jay Leo was about to come in.
The height on that drop kick from Martian Webb. Oh, to be that young.
I fall walking up the stairs, let alone trying to do any of the moves that the Alienated Youth does is quite impressive. But Don Tone done with the niceties. But a reversal there by Reinhardt. Caught in the middle. It looks like TFG wants to put this away already. Off the ropes.
I don't think Reinhardt realized there was a tag there. Jay Leo in now.
Pin attempt, 1, 2. Jay Leo looks like $1 million as of late, hitting the gym, strengthening up for their upcoming Japanese excursion from our friends over at JTO.
Such an exciting place to be here in Flow, where you see that exchange of international talent. Young boys from across the world coming here for their excursions. We send some of the best in the Midwest and throughout the U.S. to both Mexico and Japan. Heck, we've sent talent to Vietnam.
We have. Excuse me, it's FTO. I have to correct myself. 1, 2, our friends overseas in FTO have already started talking about how TFG will be going out there, but maybe TFG is going to go out there with a little bit lighter bags if Alienated Youth win the tag titles, but very smart by Jay Leo.
Jay Leo putting all of his force.
2.
Behind that, Inzi assisting his partner, good for a 2 count only, but look, Jay Leo grabbing a hold of any part of the body he can of Riley Reinhardt to make sure that he keeps his man in the ring.
But Jay Leo is now slowing things down, and rightfully so, with a headlock here. And that's what you need, is take the breath out of somebody who is young and fast. That's the quickest way to set the pace for yourself, and we know how methodical TFG can be. As now, barking orders from Jay Leo, telling Dantone to come and attack with nobody home. Oh!
Meeting of the minds there for the champs, and Martian Webb is back in.
Yes, once again in these rules, tags don't have to apply to get yourself in the match. Tango Jones is just confused as all heck, but a sling blade there on Dantone. Setting the pace here. And Webb now.
Keep your eyes on Martian Webb.
Oh!
Double cutter.
Webb might get a victory. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there from Tango. So fast, so quick. As now Alienated Youth are in full control. And Jay Leo just eating some feet.
Manhattan drop there.
Here we go. Oh, and a neck breaker there, and a double stomp to put an exclamation on it. We might see some new champs here. 1, 2.
Beautiful teamwork. Not enough to get it done, but we saw that modified heart attack with the swinging neck breaker. Alienated Youth taking those guys, to their limit here today at Flow.
Here we go. Let's see what Jay Leo now. Just too much for Alienated Youth.
Yeah, there's a big size advantage there for Jay Leo.
There's that anger, that intensity from Jay Leo, and it's good to see TFG back on the same page. We were worried a little bit, and I think we're going to go for a double gut style. Oh, I thought it was going to go for a pile driver, but it's a double face buster there. 1, 2. Oh, very smart by
Martian Webb.
By Webb, you're right, to break up the count.
Saving one for his team here is Martian Webb. All 4 of these men showing that they are battle weary at this point.
TFG wants to continue the reign of holding those double dragon belts, and they want to take those to Japan. But Alienated Youth so hungry to make a debut, and what a debut they can make if they win the tag titles. There, super kick by Alienated Youth.
Creating some space, Martian Webb, legal man in the ring.
There we go.
Here comes Riley.
Gonna go for an asteroid.
Oh,
I thought they were going to go for an asteroid shot and an assisted DDT, but Dantone, very smart.
Took out the knee.
TFG want to put an end to this.
It's a good strategy against these high flyers.
And I think they go, here we go.
Oh.
That sick assisted double neck breaker, and that goes for TFG.
Can't begrudge them for it. Nothing dirty about it. They're just one of the best teams around.
TFG has shown that they are those guys and they are the top of the food chain here at Fantastic League of Wrestling, and they will now continue their winning ways and fighting ways. TFG's your winner here at Two Roller Coasters Are Better Than One for Fantastic League of Wrestling. Peapod Mark Roberts on the call. Hashtag Flow. You like what you see? Tell us about it. FlowWrestling.net. Get your tickets for our next shows. Keep your eyes on our social media when we'll be coming to your area as TFG continues their winning ways.
We have another title match. Who's ready to see
You want me to take this one? You got it. You can take this one. It's a little heavy, doesn't it?
I'm excited for this one, Peapod.
which is first?
Thank you.
The man that is the king of Indiana Beach, Chip the Manimal Walker, is here. If you remember back on Clash at the Beach 2, right here at the Indiana Beach Amusement Park in Monticello, Indiana, he won the King of the Indiana Beach Battle Royale. The stomping grounds, the home grounds of Chip the Manimal Walker, coming in with some Root Brewskis. With that beautiful trophy he won last year.
They love the Manimal around here.
Well, Chip Walker has been dealing with a lot of tag team action here at Flow with El Taino, but he's back on singles action here. Coming back, a fantastic wrestler with an amateur background, coming all the way from Delta Alpha Slamma. And he's ready for his title shot against our Supernova champion, who we just crowned in Chicago, Illinois, in front of near 400 men and women and children. This man comes from the UK. Rapid Fire Tommy Gunn is here, your Supernova champion. And now he is gone, your Supernova champion. And now he's back, your Supernova champion. Rapid Fire Tommy Gunn, over 20 years experience, trained by a who's who of UK wrestling, that world of sport, that technician style of wrestling. Had a great showing earlier this year when he made his US debut earlier against Nick Diamond, then went one-on-one with La Estrella from Dragon Gate.
Incredible match.
Incredible match to win and become the inaugural Fantastic League of Wrestling Supernova champion.
It was great to watch that British grappling style against the Yave style of La Estrella. Here we get to see that British World of Sport style against the NCAA All-American background of Chip Walker. That to me, Peapod, wrestling is the most interesting part of wrestling.
That's very true, and it should be very interesting because a man that knows wrestling in and out as Tommy Gunn, but a man that knows amateur style of wrestling and can take you down with the power and the size of Chip Walker, should be a very interesting matchup as we get the official announcements from Tony B for our semi-main event here at Flow. Big fight feel at Indiana Beach. You know, I don't know if you knew this, Mark, but that same day that Tommy Gunn won the Supernova Championship, he turned around and defended it against King Mitchell Taylor at PWK in Indiana.
That's incredible.
So he already has one win underneath his belt, winning the title, and then one defense. But now the first defense in Flow, second overall, is right here at Indiana Beach, where really it's kind of the place that Flow was born in, as Indiana Beach. So we're very excited here for our Supernova title defense. Referee Lucky asking for the bell, and we are getting started with our semi-main event as Chip Walker, very impressed by Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn looking to set the pace of the cadence of the clap here.
And a very nice handshake in the beginning. And yeah, here we go. Already Chip Walker using that amateur wrestling style pin attempt one to take down Tommy Gunn very quickly. And
awesome grappling here. Tommy needs to pop his hips to get out of that. Chip brings him back over.
But here's the thing about Tommy Gunn with that World of Sports wrestling style. They are really big on the technique and the technical wrestling. Oh, trying to go for the typewriter, the finishing move.
The Techers is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's called the typewriter from Tommy Gunn. It's a lot of T's to come off. But to hear about that technical wrestling style, that World of Sports style, not only do you know how to place in holds, but you also know how to get out of holds very well. And Tommy Gunn, when he was trained by the likes of Johnny Saint, as well as Marty Jones, the man who trained William Regal. If you know anything about wrestling, you know some of those names. Very important on that style.
And you can get away with things that you don't necessarily do when you're competing in the NCAA.
That's true.
Would you have ever tried to rush Delpha Alpha Slamma, Peapod?
I did, but I couldn't drink that much root beer in one sitting without belching, and that got me out of running. Is you have to drink a gallon of root beer without burping.
Oh,
it was really hard.
That does seem difficult.
No, I got 3 sips in and I was out. I was a lightweight.
Even more maniacal than someone who won't let you sneeze.
Oh. Delta Alpha Slamma is the place that Chip Walker is from, and Chip Walker knows how to wrestle, but he also knows how to have a good time. But he's been wrestling in tag team matches as of late with El Taino. But now he's on an island of his own this time, as Island Fury El Taino is not here tonight. But I know Chip Walker can handle himself inside of that ring when he beat more than a dozen others last year at Clash of the Beach right here to win the King of Indiana Beach trophy. As now moving around and going for almost a backslide, but Very smart by Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn holds on.
Floats over and still holds on and locking the hands and knuckles with just an elevated strength here.
Chip holding on too. Neither of these guys letting go. But all four shoulders down.
Almost going for a double count out. And look at the bridge from both of these men.
Both of these men obviously been doing neck bridges for a long time. This is a test of wills right here as much as it is anything else.
Tommy Gunn, I think, blinked first and broke out, as now Chip Walker now using the strength to his advantage, but Tommy Gunn so quick, so fast, so technically mastered, putting Walker in knots and confusing the heck out of him, what you need here. Up top, down below, too slow. Tommy Gunn now working on the arm now, taking Walker down.
Inside the head of Chip Walker is Tommy Gunn. Oh, beautiful reversal there. But Tommy Gunn knows a million ways to fake you out, to manipulate the body. We're seeing that here as he drives the shoulder down hard into the mat.
That's now Tommy Gunn now working Walker in the corner there.
European uppercut. Strikes will be a part of this as well, clearly.
Whoa!
And we've got our first big suplex of the night from Chip Walker.
Overhead belly suplex there by Walker.
A beautiful standing drop kick. You don't see Chip Walker leave his feet off, and he may need that sort of offense here, that sort of unconventional offense in order to be able to take out Tommy Gunn and to take that Supernova championship. Here comes Tommy inside the ring the hard way.
Oh, 1,
Beautiful.
2.
Northern Lights suplex, good for a count of 2.
Chip Walker using his power to his advantage here. But I know Tommy Gunn has fought so many bigger than him, but he has taken them all down. Wow!
Holds
Overhead
on.
German suplex there.
Maintaining control of that waist. Chip Walker, the suplex scientist, wants to get another one.
2. Can he make it a trifecta? Here we go. 3 suplexes all around. Take one, pass it around. Pin attempt, 1, 2.
Beautiful bridge there. So close to winning that Supernova championship.
Inches away, seconds away. Those 3 seconds are the longest and the shortest amount of time in a wrestling match. And Chip Walker really feeling himself here. As this crowd at Indiana Beach loving what they're seeing. Oh, trying to go for the typewriter here. As Tommy Gunn gets it out of it. Uh-oh, no, belly, no. Back suplex, beautifully executed by Chip.
Knocked the air right out of Tommy Gunn. Chip Walker has a real opening right now.
Chip Walker wants that Supernova championship. He can taste it like the root brewskis he's had. Here we go. Really feeling it. Indiana Beach is where he stuck his flag in for Flo. Can he make it? As he works on Tommy Gunn. And using that strength and power of Chip. Here we go. If he can land this could spell at the end of Tommy Gunn, but not enough.
Nobody home there.
The pool was empty for sure. An elbow there from Tommy Gunn. And another one by Chip.
You can see that the frustration is building, Peapod. Both of these men, they're not looking for suplexes now.
Ooh.
They're hating each other.
It's all coming down to strikes, and Tommy Gunn, I haven't seen him this frustrated. And he's throwing it all at Chip, and Chip is just eating them. Now clubbing blows to the midsection. Oh, roll up there. Got out of it.
Nope.
1, 2.
Gave Chip his arm.
1, 2.
Beautiful reversal. Oh, stacks him up.
Flips around. 1, 2. Going back and forth as both of these men. Uh-oh.
These guys moving fast. Look at that.
1,
Takes out both
2.
legs.
As Chip got his elbow out. Again, it's that amateur style background. He knows how to get out of holds like this, getting out of pinning predicaments like this.
Pops his hip and flips all the way over now. Big size advantage for Chip Walker. Going for this backslide. Oh, Tommy goes all the way over.
Sweeps the leg. Now gonna go for it.
Oh!
1, 2, 3. Traps him. Got him. Like I said, those 3 seconds were so quick to so many, and Tommy Gunn trapped Chip Walker for those 3 seconds and scored the victory on his second defense of the Supernova Championship. Oh.
It could have come for either man at any time.
Chip is pretty upset.
Very evenly matched contest. The better man today, Tommy Gunn. And as Chip Walker takes a moment to admire that beautiful championship belt, he does the sportsmanlike thing here and gives it to the champion.
Very nice contest here at Fantastic League of Wrestling. Main event time, minutes away. A star-studded Atomicos match here at Two Roller Coasters Are Better Than One, as Tommy Gunn shows his victory for the Supernova Championship. And who will be next to challenge Tommy Gunn here at Flow? It is a star-studded Atomicos match, meaning it's 4-on-4, lucha rules applied, and the Fatal Four are here, being led by the man in purple making his debut here, Flo Paragon, Dylan Cole, Hans Garden, and Princess Deathwish. Fatal Four are here. Four very disgusting individuals led by the powerhouse in purple, Paragon. Dylan Cole filling in for his injured Tragedy Boys partner ADN. Hans Carden returning to Flow action. No nonsense, all wrestling. And of course, the Queen of Smog City, Princess Deathwish, returning to Fantastic League of Wrestling. All four of these men have bad intentions for their opponents here tonight, Mark.
I agree with you, and they may look like a motley crew. They may look like they aren't quite forming a set, but they are some very capable athletes.
If they can play spoiler to maybe the star-studded four they are facing, it will be quite a feather in their cap. But they are being led by a man that has over 3 decades of experience. The Lightning Brigade is here, led by Mike Quackenbush. Cyberstorm of Kenny Nye and Gran Torino. And of course, now they have busted out of Animal Control. Trash Panda returning to Fantastic League of Wrestling. And they're being led by the master of 1,000 holds, maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000, Mike Quackenbush.
That's a lot of arm bars.
There's so many arm bars. There's so many leg locks. The man that knows has written so many novels about the art of pro wrestling till we make it. The man who's behind so much wrestling and has influenced so many. It is here in Fantastic League of Wrestling. 2 roller coasters are better than one. Your main event tonight. Big time opportunities for everyone here. As the men and the women and the children who have been sticking around here for Flow. As Quackenbush going face-to-face, nose-to-nose to the leader of the Lightning Brigade against the leader of the Fatal 4, Paragon.
A lot of interesting matchups that can happen among these 8 men, Peapod. I really want to see Quackenbush and Carden go one-on-one in there.
I have been a fan of Mike Quackenbush since I was just getting into independent wrestling. There were 3 companies that meant so much to me while growing up. When you leave the idea of the wrestling television bubble, and Mike Quackenbush led one of them, and he has experienced and trained so many that you see today on major network television, and now he is helping the wrestlers of tomorrow. The bell is rung. Atomico's Action Trash Panda gonna kick things off. We'd love to see him back from Animal Control. The masked man himself, Trash Panda, against Princess Deathwish. Who knows? Who is so grimy, who is so slimy, who has fight in so many different ways. And it's time for some princess push-ups. This crowd
Taunting
not
the crowd here.
not liking Deathwish. As Quack is like confused about Deathwish. As Trash Panda.
Gotta love the push-ups on the knees.
Push-ups are hard, man.
Oh, that.
As now Trash Panda getting ready for, some proper push-ups. Oh, and Deathwish
Wait a minute of that.
Playing party pooper to the push-ups. And pairing them with some fists. I ran out of P words. As now Deathwish now.
Pugilism.
Oh, that's a good one. Excuse me here, Scrabble. There we go, off the rope, so quick, so fast. It's the Trash Panda. There's a drop kick there. And I love the feeling of these masked luchadors showcasing that high-flying and fast wrestling style, but Hans Carden gets a tag in, and he is all business. As now a tag into Kenny Nye, who is getting a high five from Quack, getting some support from his tag team partner Gran Torino. Kenny Nye wanting to go hand for hand, strength for strength against someone like Hans Carden.
I question the wisdom of that, but we'll see where it gets Kenny.
All right, this is going to be a test of strength here. Old style Roman, double Roman Greco knuckle lock here. Oh, and get out of it. And yeah, and that's the quickness of Hans Carden. More of that Karl Gotch wrestling style, all business, no tassels, no funny business, no flying. It's all wrestling.
Not even any knee pads.
No knee pads either, which is quite a move. And going to the midsection there on Nye.
I'm sure there are children who are concerned about his knee health.
That's true. And now an elbow shot from Nye.
Oh, picks the ankle.
And here we go. Hans Carden trying to get this crowd behind him, and I doubt it.
Good thing Kenny got away, because Carden is very dangerous when he can grab hold of a limb.
Then attempt there by Nye. 1, 2. Almost ended this as quickly as it started here. Floats over. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. Ducks under, going for maybe a backslide here. Here we go. 1, 2.
Kenny definitely had the lower center of gravity there.
Uh-oh, and tried to go for an arm drag, but Hans Carden catching Kenny.
That's a big man to be able to arm drag.
There we go, throwing into the Lightning Brigade corner.
Yeah, throws him into his own corner. I think
And
I'm going to get what
Quackenbush is now tagging in.
getting what I wish for. No.
Now Dylan Cole.
Dylan Cole instead. We saw Dylan Cole back in Chicago.
We did making his debut. And Dylan Cole wants everything to be handed to him. Just a little punk. And now he's dropping the likes of Mike Quackenbush, which is quite a feat. And Dylan Cole's going for a victory lap like he won the Super Bowl.
Very, very pleased with himself as Dylan Cole.
And Quack saying some words against the Fatal Four. And Quack is actually impressed by Dylan Cole. I know Quack has learned so much and has taught so much, and I think Quack has forgotten more about wrestling than Dylan Cole knows about wrestling. And once again, Dylan Cole just really feeling himself here.
Dylan Cole is, I think, what we are warned about when people complain about participation trophies. He just needs constant reassurance for every body slam, like he invented it.
Dylan Cole is the reason participation trophies were invented. When you complain hard enough, people just hand you things, and that's what Dylan Cole wants. As now Quack really getting in the face of Paragon, which Paragon has a lot to look forward to in Flow. I've heard the stories about Paragon, but Quack now with a hip toss himself, really feeling it. And now a body slam on Dylan Cole, and give him another one, frankly.
Gets that big man up.
Here we go. Monkey flip from the lightning Mike Quackenbush. Really sizing Dylan Cole up and dumping the young man out. As now Paragon walking inside of the ring, becoming the legal man again in this Atomicos match, this 4-on-4. You do not need to tag to become the legal person, but Gran Torino, the masked man, coming in, and Paragon now going after the head and neck. But Gran Torino coming hot off of a tour overseas himself. Going for head scissors on Paragon.
Takes the big man down.
I mean, I've learned so much about Paragon. He is one of the top wrestlers in the Indiana circuit, and rightfully so. There, the power, the look, the aura, the intensity of Paragon.
Ramming Torino back in the corner, but a missile drop kick.
Very nice by Torino. It doesn't matter where you're from. Torino has feet rated E for everybody. As Torino now learning everything that he did overseas, but Paragon locking in an abdominal stretch in Hans Carden and Dylan Cole.
Oh, look at this.
And Princess Deathwish holding on as the Lightning Brigade is angry and fighting with Josh Patterson, which Josh Patterson is as blind as a bat for a referee. As Paragon and the Fatal Four now going after Trash Panda, distracting Josh Patterson again.
It's the same fate for Trash Panda, and look at Princess Deathwish, the caboose of this train. As so much leverage, just ripping apart the abdomen.
Quack has won titles from all across the world, and now he has had it with the shenanigans. And asking Paragon what he's got. And now an abdominal stretch by Quack. And turnabout is fair play.
Giving these guys a
as
taste
the
of their own
lightning,
medicine
as
here.
the Lightning Brigade is now grabbing more and more of the train here at Indiana Beach.
The fans are all a part of it. The fans are grabbing onto Trash Panda.
And rightfully so, as Patterson holding back 3 of the Fatal 4.
That's incredible.
As rightfully so, again, like I said, Quack has forgotten more about wrestling than any of these men know about wrestling, but Paragon's so strong, so hungry for a W here at Flow, making his Flow debut, and what a way to do it against a man like Lightning Mike Quackenbush. But Dylan Cole once again is ready for a victory, and now in the Lightning Brigade corner is Dylan Cole. And now Quack is trapped in the Fatal 4 corner, and Dylan Cole going for a slap and hits Hans Carden.
And a second one to Deathwish now.
And now a chest smack of his own, and now Kenny Nye with a crossbody.
Not even long enough for a pin attempt. Kenny's caught.
Can Dylan Cole now finally maybe land a chop? Well, he landed on Hans, I guess.
He's landing them. It's just a matter of where.
Maybe don't do this. Dylan, I don't know if he thinks that he can do it all, but
yeah, these guys are getting tired of Dylan here.
well, the Fatal 4 is definitely turning on Dylan.
They've got some receipts for their partner. How about that?
And now the Lightning Brigade chopping on everybody, and Gran Torino splashing everybody down. It is broken down here at Monticello, Indiana, and Indiana Beach. As all 8 men were inside of the ring, and now Gran Torino has tried to go for 2 wrestlers better than one. Oh, and Dylan Cole going after the mask.
No, that's not okay.
That's his whole identity. That's so important for a luchador, that mask that means everything in the world. And now everybody is stacking the deck here. And a superplex on Dylan Cole, rightfully so. And Kenny Nye.
Keep your eye on Kenny.
Senton and a super kick on Deathwish. And now
Little wishbone action.
Oh, and now they have trapped Hans Carden and Dylan Cole. And together the Lightning Brigade has won your main event. The Lightning Brigade of Trash Panda, Gran Torino, Kenny Nyan, Lightning, Mike Quackenbush puts an exclamation mark on tonight's festivities. Mark, any last words?
This has been a fantastic night of wrestling with you here, Peapod.
Mark Roberts, Peapod on the call. Thank you so much for joining us here for Fantastic League of Wrestling. FlowWrestling.net. We will see you next time. Keep an eye out on when we'll be out next.